found one of my old demos. Let me see. I actually found one of my old demos. I actually found one of my old demos. I found my old demos that I've been looking for. It was called Eat Paint, and it's actually one of the few demos where you actually hear me scream. In the earlier recordings I never screamed because I was so afraid of my voice, and it was one of those demos that I made back in 2025, I think. It's called Eat Paint. It was in somewhere in the summer of 2025. I remember I recorded this song, and this was because I was home. I was home alone for like 3 days, and while I guess I had to record somewhere, so I took the Behringer amp and think I made it into a drum kit, and the other amp was the Morgan, which I almost had on full volume, and there was some distortion pedals. I had a picture of my pedal board in my Flickr photoshoot archive, so if you want to see that pedal board, I think it's on there. But I screamed Eat Paint, my live source paint. It was a series of like 12, I think it was 12 live songs I remember. So it was 12 songs that I just recorded in a span of a day. So I was sweating like hell. The phone was right here, so it would act like a microphone, so I would be able to actually take up the fucking voice, because my voice wasn't, it was so loud, you couldn't even, I couldn't hear my, you could not hear my voice, so I had to scream next to the, sort of, the telephone, you know, next to the microphone of the telephone. But it actually picked up really nicely, because I think that was the loudest I ever played with that setup I had back then. And I don't remember exactly what guitars. I kept switching these guitars. They were I kept switching them up because I had about 6 guitars or 5 guitars at that point, and 2 of them are sold off. I think 3 of them are sold off actually, and the rest are just like, there is no information at that point. There were some copies. You know, you think I was going to start the first day out with a Fender? No, no sir, no siree. But I think I had like one of those drum kits on my Moyer groove loop, and I think that was one of the drum beats I made on it. So if you want to hear me scream and shout, I think this is the demo. Yeah, that was... It was very... Yeah, I think... I said paint, I think as the T is like unheard of, so it picked up as pain, so it actually sounds a little bit more darker and cool. But I think I said paint at that point. My tones were very dark back then. They were like very, very gritty and dark, compared to now, where it's more like classic, a little bit crunchy. I just don't use that sort of dark distortion anymore in a lot of my songs, because I just don't know how to hear it correctly, and I just, you know, it doesn't sound right to my ear. So this is like, I remember my earlier demos had this weird, very, very distorted, dark tone to it.
Secret to life, but I'm
It was like a song about paint, basically, eat paint, and I think since I was singing about it's literally it's paint, but the T is unheard of, so it's literally just pain, which kind of makes it a little bit funnier. But it was a demo I recorded in the summer 2025, and it was like a little bit darker and shit. I was just fucking tired and sick and tired of being abandoned by everybody, and like knowing that probably I'm the bad guy, so I would just like fuck it, I guess, and I just made like this I think it's called like it gets misinterpreted as eat pain or something, like to eat your pain, but it's more like eat paint. So like I was very quirky back then, but I guess like it's a song about being misinterpreted. Because like eat paint, it was like about that eating glue, you know, people who eat glue, Elmer's glue and shit. It's literally just about that, but paint. So it's nothing more darker to it. It was one of the series of the 7 songs I remember. I don't exactly know it. I think I have it like listed on my phone on which date it was recorded. I think it's right here. But there is like a lot of demos, a lot of them. But you know they're stored alphabetically. They're not stored on specific dates. And I had this weird like chord which I would keep using. I'm going to get a guitar soon and show you what the chord is, but yeah, I think that's that's eat paint. 1.5 demo. This is just my archive demo channel. If anyone wants to hear my earlier tone, it's not linked to my official channel because it just sounds. It is like it's not sloppy, but it's just basically a dumping ground for like old demos for anyone who wants to hear them. And I really wish I could finish these, but like it's been already a year and I changed like every 4 seasons. I just become a different person. So, you know, a lot of people say that I, you know, change a lot. But yeah, it was recorded on the 6th, I think. I just like to keep dates, you know, because many people don't even care about the dates. Eat paint, yeah. was very edgy and gritty, and I liked it. I liked it, and I was good at it. You know, and I was experimenting, but like a lot of people will like take everything I say super seriously, and I think that it was recorded on April. I think there was like one time in April where I was just like sitting down recording a lot. Yeah, it's on this, you know. I think I can actually probably isolate it with like this AI fucking thing, and I can probably get a better understanding and mix it, but it's I don't like to mix shit with like isolators. I would rather keep the original audio as it is. And that's pretty much it. Like I have no talent whatsoever, but I feel like it's just, I really wish, but like the thing is, like, it sounds very corny. The problem with Scandinavians is that their vocals just don't sound as lively and as emotional. In many cases it sounds, you know, it doesn't sound as, you know, emotionally invested as many people would be, but that's because we just literally cannot sing the same way. I think I had Bipolar Girl, but it's not going to get released yet. That was one of those demos that it was not actually the demo that I had two demos. One was called Bipolar Queen and one called Bipolar Girl. But I think I named Bipolar Queen something else because I can't find it. It's Bipolar Girl, which was another song, which was about people just not letting go of their past too quickly and not like associating or even mentioning their pasts. That was one song I was remembering I made. It was like a song that I made because people who let go of their pasts, like, who can basically do whatever they want in their 20s and teens and 30s and sort of let go and act like nothing happened. That was the whole fucking song of it. And I remember really distinctively because of that. Don't Shower was another one which I kind of liked. Diesel was also one really cool. Don't Shower. That was one. It was kind of weird. It's like sort of, I had this like sort of chord which I would always spam like crazy. Yeah, it's actually in the same, it was recorded on the same day. So I had one winning streak, basically. I had one sort of time where I would do this sort of stuff. Imagine if I actually went to the studio and recorded all of this stuff, it would probably work fine. I think I had also one called Birmingham Ham. That was so funny. Like, why are my titles so weird? It's just because I don't care. Like, it's just what the first thought that comes to my head. I'm not the guy that sort of overthinks and pretends that, you know, I'm professional in any sort of way, but like a lot of people would like overthink themselves to the point where it's super cringe and their titles are just way too overthought, and you know, it's just in retrospect going to be a huge soup of meaninglessness. Like, they think they're super cool, but you know, it is. It's just like whatever. Like, it's just my stream of consciousness, which is what I, you know, had one. You know, unless like my current stream of consciousness. Okay, I need to get this recorded immediately as a demo or else I'll forget it, and that's sort of how I did it. And this is just like thoughts that I had in that sort of instance. I don't understand why people would get like I don't know. It's like people make sick hip hop beats and think they're going to own the world one day, but it is the sort of thing with Scandinavia is that like it is. You can instantly tell it's like a cringe Swedish song. It's made by a guy with a dream, but that's just how life works, honestly. Um, Diesel. It's literally called Diesel, but it's diesel. I used to record stuff once a week or 2 times a week during this time in 2025. I used to take breaks sometimes lasting weeks, but I usually had like 1 week where I would like force myself to record stuff, and that's because like I didn't have really bad hearing loss that made me like not able to relax when I have breaks and stuff. Time it's up. Gather. No, I drive a deep. Metal. Problem is like
Holder på så.
det er direkte sending. the MON, even if it's not that hot. But yeah. I don't know. That was just a video, but it's like I should just end the stream already.